explanation kara.
What were the points we have discussed in the earlier class? We have discussed what is electric potential. Next, potential difference. SI unit of potential difference. Right, these were the topics which we have discussed in the previous class, right? What is electric potential? Electric potential, see, the chemical energy is stored by a charged particle in the form of, yes, potential energy. The charged particles will be having electric potential energy. Okay, now what is the potential difference? The difference, see, the work done by electric field. Electric field is very important point here. The work done by the electric field to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to a point. From infinity to a point. Now, what is the SI unit of potential difference? We have seen that also volt. And it is nothing but work done by charge. So, 1 joule by coulomb. Okay, that is volt. So, that is about potential difference. And we have also seen what is electric current. What is electric current? The flow of charges. The flow of charges in an ordered manner, in an ordered motion. Okay, it's called electric current. The flow of charges in an ordered way is called electric current. When will be there flow of charges in an ordered way? When will the charges move in ordered way? When the conductor is connected to a battery, then you can see a ordered movement of the charges inside the solid conductor. This we have seen already. So what is electric current? The flow of charges in an ordered way when the ends of a conductor are connected to a battery, or when a potential difference is provided, when there is a potential difference due to the source. Okay. Now, how is electric current represented mathematically? See, we can write mathematically electric current as mathematically electric current is Q by T. What does this capital Q denote? It denotes the charge density, or capital Q is equals to NQ. What is N? Number of charges. Number of charges. And Q is charged particle. Okay, Q is charged particle. Okay. So, from this we can say that I is equals to Q by T, or I is equals to NQ by T, or this is nothing but 1 coulomb by 1 second. This is nothing but 1 ampere. Remember, when we write the whole name, we write with the small letters. When we denote it with only one letter, then we write as 1 ampere, capital A. Yes. When I said that the electrons will flow, or the charged particles will flow, then what will be the direction of the charged particles? See, that we will discuss in depth today. I will explain you that point in detail. Do not get confused. Now, to explain that, to understand that, let us take two metal spheres. Let us take two metal spheres.
Okay.
This is sphere A and this is sphere B. Now we will connect both the spheres with a metal conductor. Metal conductor. So to provide a potential, to create a potential difference, we will make this sphere as positively charged. This sphere negatively charged sphere. Right? Now what will happen? Because of the difference in the potential, there is a potential difference. Okay, potential difference is created between these two metallic spheres. Now the question is, from which sphere will the electric current flow? See, this theory was given in 17th, 18th century. Before explaining you all details about this, I want to just tell that this theory was given in 17th to 18th century. And you all know that in 1752, Benjamin Franklin discovered that there is a flow of charge. There is some movement of the charged particles between the woolen cloth and our body. That is why our hair will stand up erect. Means he discovered static electricity. He did not invent, he discovered static electricity. Yes or no? At that time, all the scientists used to think that the charge flow, the electric current was produced due to the positive charges, means positive ions, not protons, positive ions. So they discovered only positive charges. Until 19th century, electron was not discovered. And you all know that electron was discovered in 19th century. Discovery of electron. By whom? By J.J. Thomson. By J.J. Thomson. So until that period, people, means scientists used to think that the charge flow, the electric current was set up due to the flow of positive charges. So they used to consider only positive charges. Okay. So they have given that this positively charged body, this is at high potential, higher potential. And this is at lower potential. So the area where there were less electrons, the region where there were less electrons, that was considered in 17th, 18th century as higher potential, and the area where there were more number of electrons, excess of electrons, that is considered as lower potential when during 17th, 18th century when electron was not discovered. So what happened? They used to think that, so what is the flow of current according to it? See, they used to think that it was reverse. So, but actually, the electrons flow from this sphere B to sphere A. Electrons flow in this direction, means the flow of electrons is in the opposite direction of the flow of positive ions. And in 17th and 18th century, they used to consider these positive ions only. And they used to consider that the flow of positive ions only created the electric current. So what we are taking conventionally? Conventionally, the direction of electric current is from positive terminal to negative terminal. That is from higher potential to lower potential. There is a lot of confusion, right? But do not confuse. After the discovery of electron, everybody was so confused and they got so much, it was a havoc. Means lot of problem was created. All thought that till now we said that the flow of the current, the generation of electric current is due to positive ions. But now actually the generation of electric current is due to electrons that are negatively charged ions, negatively charged particles. So how to correct it? If they want to correct this small mistake, small misconception, they have to change all the books throughout the history. These 100 years, whatever they have written in this span of time, in 17th, 18th century, they have to change all the physics books and they have to change all the theories which were based upon that. So, some intelligent scientists, what they have done? They said that electric current is a scalar quantity. Electric potential is also scalar quantity. So why do they need a direction? Let it be. And let us just redefine it as the conventional direction of flow of electric current is from positive terminal to negative terminal. But actually what happens in the conductor? The electrons flow from the negative terminal to positive terminal. Actually, electrons flow from negative to positive. Conventionally, it is from positive to negative. Why? Because it was discovered in 17th, 18th century. So, this is the story of the flow of, direction of flow of electrons. Okay, so do not get confused. Only remember one thing, that when you take an electric circuit, when you take electric circuit like this, there is a conductor like this and there is a bulb over like here. Now obviously the bulb will glow because of the flow of charges, right? Now what is the direction of flow of charges? What is the conventional direction of flow of charges? It is from positive terminal to negative terminal. Positive terminal to negative terminal. Why? This is conventionally taken. But actually, in the conductor, in reality, practically, what is happening? The flow of charges is from negative to positive, not from positive to negative. It is from negative to positive. See, there is a simple and small logic. What? These negative terminal will not attract the electrons. Positive terminal will attract the electrons. Yes or no? Unlike charges will attract, like charges will repel. That is a basic thing which we all know, right? So electrons flow from negative to positive in real, practically. But because of what the scientists in 17th and 18th century given, because of that, what we are taking that conventionally, it is from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery. Yes? Okay. So this is about the direction of flow of the electric current. Okay. So in the next session, I will discuss about EMF. What is EMF? What are the sources of EMF? What is the difference between potential energy and EMF? Okay. Okay.